Philemon chapter 1, verse 1 through 3. Paul, a prisoner of the Lord of Jesus Christ, and Timothy, our brother. So Paul was probably in prison at this time. Timothy was... Philemon knew Timothy. Whether Timothy was with Paul by his side or not isn't said in this verse. Timothy probably frequently visited him. But Timothy's mentioned because Timothy's on the same page as Paul with this. And Philemon knows Timothy as well as he does Paul. He may know Timothy better. Our brother to Philemon, our dearly beloved. So they let Philemon first off know, we're not sending this to disrespect you. We're not sending this to undermine your authority. We care about you. We want you to do what is right, is why we're writing this to you. We're writing this to you as a friend. And fellow worker. So they acknowledge what Philemon's contribute to the church, to the ministry. And when we talk to people, and when we admonish people, or we try to let people know, okay, this is probably what you should be doing, we are to acknowledge what they are doing. And give them credit for how the Lord's using them. Not just beat them down, but also acknowledge their success. Verse 2. And to our beloved Apphia and Archippus, our fellow soldier, and to the church in your house. So Philemon was contributing to Colossus, most likely by allowing his house for the secret church. These two people mentioned may have been husband and wife. Apphia may have actually been his sister, and the fellow servant Archippus may have been his brother-in-law, and helped him run this church and allow it to flow in his house. He may have been the pastor of this church in a way, because they may have been the pastor and pastor's wife, these two there, and Philemon may have just opened up this church for the service, his house as the church, to the church for the service. So his duty is to allow this. At this point, they don't have a building, so Philemon provides his house for worship. And Paul also is like, okay, let them know we say hey as well. We acknowledge them. Verse 2 and 3. Grace to you and peace from God our Father and the Lord Jesus Christ. So grace. Grace and peace. This only comes through us having Jesus. Philemon would have known this. This was a simple message of introduction and greeting there, and then he gets right into it. Paul did that typical introduction, mentioning Christ's grace and peace through Christ. We only have that with the Father through Jesus. Philemon knew this. Philemon had this. But this is the thing we live in. We live in His grace and peace to have a relationship with the Father through Jesus Christ. So it ain't a one-time thing. It's a constant thing. So that's why Paul keeps mentioning it. It's constant. It's where we're supposed to be at.